Hello everyone. This video has been prepared to help you to understand how to go about working on an assignment. In online teaching learning process, the evaluation part of the teaching learning process requires that sometimes in certain cases and for some topics certain assignments should be given to the students, and this is just to help you to have some broad guidelines or to provide you with a broad framework on how you can go about working on an assignment. This is Dr. Mariam Narona taking you through this process. I think students need to remember one thing, that to excel at anything in life, you need to have the right attitude. So, when you get an assignment, how you approach it is you regard it as an opportunity to learn. You don't look at it as, oh my god, now this is a headache, and how do I go about it, and how can I finish it as quickly as possible? Because when you have the right attitude towards your work, it will show, it will reflect in everything that you do. You will put thought and preparation into what you produce as part of your assignment. You will not try quick fix ways of finishing it fast, but you will try to put your best foot forward. That is what I mean by having the right attitude, and I think this is the first step. Have a right attitude towards the work which is given to you. So when an assignment is given to you, please make sure that you read the instructions that the teacher has given very carefully. Read with the objective of understanding. Don't read with the objective of finding fault and looking for reasons why you cannot do it, and then raise those objections with the teacher that, oh, I'm confused. Because usually when an assignment is given, the teacher would give you some clear instructions as to how to go about it. So please make sure that you read it and try to understand before you start complaining about it. And you start by looking for information on the topics given to you for your assignment. Look for information first. Maybe you can try looking online, maybe you can try looking up some books, you can look up some articles, some magazine articles, some journals, some blog posts, like some reliable blogs or something like that. You can also listen to some podcasts. Also, another very good resource for looking for information is your open learning courses, MOOCs, like sites like Coursera, Swayam. They have lots of courses on a variety of topics, so I'm sure you'll be able to find information there. You can audit courses for free. So give the right search and you will definitely be able to find. So first thing what you need to do is some preliminary reading and looking up of information instead of thinking about finding faults in how I cannot do this assignment. Try to look for ways on how you can do it. Once you read, you'll be able to get a different perspectives of a particular topic or the various topics which are given to you. You can evaluate your options. Supposing there's a list of topics and you have to choose, I would say don't start by choosing one topic. Start by choosing 2-3 topics. Read, and whatever you find more interesting and where you can do good work, you think about that and then you choose a topic. So evaluate your options carefully. Don't just blindly go into things and say, oh, this is easy, or my friend is doing this, so I will do the same thing, or it will become easy for me to just replicate what that person is doing. No. Think about putting your best foot forward and try to evaluate what are your options, which are the different alternatives you have in front of you and which would be the best one from that. So choose the best one. The next thing to do is to plan your work. Plan your work and have a schedule. Decide a deadline by which your work should be ready. This should definitely be at least 2 days, 2 to 3 days before the deadline which has been set out by the teacher. It should not be way past the deadline. So make sure that you plan your work and you work your plan. That means you stick to the plan. So you devote that, it's non-negotiable time you have to assign every day for the completion of that task. So whether it is half an hour or 15 minutes or 1 hour every day which you want to give leading up to the submission of that assignment, that has to be given. And during that time, no distractions, no disturbance, no WhatsApp, no SMS, no Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram, nothing, no social media. You focus on your work. Work in a place where you have a desk or you have a space which is clear. There's no clutter. You can keep your books, your devices carefully, have a notebook and a pen and work on your assignment. Now, preliminary work, once it's done, you've planned out what to do, you've collected your information. Now what you need to do is actually get to work on your assignment. When you say get to work, that means if it is a poster, now you start making that poster. How you work on a poster is that you make 2-3 different layouts. So first and foremost, you look at what is an effective poster. How can I make my poster effective? Let me try and make the best, most visually appealing poster, because the poster is visual communication. On the other hand, if you have an assignment where you have to write an essay, then obviously your written work has to be good. Your points have to be solid. The flow of the assignment has to be from introduction to the body to the conclusion or ending or winding up of it. So get to work on it means you plan all these different steps and you actually start working on them, and be prepared that you would have to rework it. You cannot finalize things in one shot if you want to do a good job. So get to work by making a list of points, see if the flow is logical, if you're writing something or if you're preparing a poster or something like that, then look at it from that point of view. If you're preparing a mind map, you're preparing anything visual, a chart, a diagram, then you have to make it visually appealing and there should be substance in it. It just doesn't have to be something which is pretty or nice. And please do not think that you will just pick up somebody's work from the internet and show that as yours, because if you can find it, even the teacher can find it. So get to work on it. Work really hard on your assignment. One mistake students make is that they skip the step entirely. They don't critique their work. That is, to critique your work means to look at it critically from a point of view of someone else. Ideally the teacher. What would the teacher be looking for? They would give you pointers in their instructions. You need to critique your work. You need to step away a little from it and try to step back and see, distance yourself from your work and then look at it. When you put some distance between yourself, it's like, making a painting. A painter paints something and then he needs to distance himself a little from that and then think, okay, what's my next brush stroke which I have to make. So that way you have to work on your assignment also, that okay, before I write this, or if I write this, how will it be? And now, okay, if it's digital, it's easier for you to edit and things like that. So critique your work. If you want, you may show it to someone else, like an elder sibling who may be interested in helping you. Not your friends, because most of the time they would try to take away something. If you're confident that they're not going to copy your work or something like that, only then you ask them to review it. Otherwise you don't. Then be willing to revise it. Once you see some mistakes or you see an area for improvement, forget the mistake. If you see that this can be better, I can make it nicer, I can make it more attractive, I can make it more informative, then please revise it. Good work is never done in one shot, like it is said that Michelangelo painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in 4 years. It took him 4 years to paint that. So you need to be very particular. You should be able to give yourself enough time to make changes also which are required. That is why I said that try to keep your things ready at least 2-3 days before the final submission date. Finally, when your assignment is ready, please remember what matters. What matters is that firstly, you should be satisfied that you have done a really good job. Please do not be under the illusion that okay, so I have written it, so it is the best. No, be have that feeling in you. You should be able to determine whether this is the best work that I could do, and this I can stand with pride and say that this is my work. All the likes and the appreciation from whether it is a teacher or anyone else can come later. First, you need to like and give a thumbs up to your own work with brutal honesty. This is how I think you need to go about working on all your assignments. I hope this helps you, and all the best with all your assignments in future. Thank you.